fantasy check-in for the Washington Wizards. John Wall's a guy who did miss Wednesday's game, but someone whose current ranking doesn't look as good as what we'd hope it to be. The 60th ranked player over the last 2 weeks. Yeah, he's averaging 21 points and 10 assists, but the fact that he's shooting 66% from the line on almost 5.5 attempts per game and only 0.9 steals. And they're the two areas which he is going to improve at most likely and should push him back to being a top 20 guy. So if you're going to acquire Wall at his current going price of even like a top 40 guy, I would look to do it. I think the steals jump back up. I think the free throws jump back up as well. Markieff Morris, coming off the bench, is suiting him. He's the 51st ranked player over the last 2 weeks. The last two games haven't quite been there, but with Dwight Howard likely done for at least the majority of the season, Markieff is a must-roster 12-team league guy. Otto Porter, after a rocky start, also the 30th ranked player over the last 2 weeks. 15-7, and what I banged on about so much is he's not going to continue to be such a piss-poor shooter. Well, he is up to 54% over the last 7 games, which has, of course, skyrocketed his rank back to be the 30th best player. Beal is the 21st guy there. Kelly Oubre, a guy who I'm not a massive fantasy fan of. He's the 104th player over the last 2 weeks, which, of course, has value. 13-2 with 5 rebounds. You get no assists from him, but he is averaging a steal and a block. Now, those blocks will come down, and that would probably push him outside the top 120 when they revert back to normal. But there's some borderline type of value for Oubre. I just don't see a huge upside. Well, Thomas Bryant, probably the guy to keep an eye on. A strong game Wednesday. He can block shots, he can hit threes, he can score, he can get rebounds, and do it with decent efficiency. And that combination, if he pushes from 17, 18 minutes a night to 24 minutes a night, then that can become viable. So he's a deeper league ad and someone to watch in other leagues. Well, Thomas Satoransky, the new starting small forward, is strong when Wall is out, but when Johnny plays, it's hard for him to really assert himself. More of just a 14 to 16 team league guy or a 12-team assist streamer. Jeff Green not doing a huge amount. While Troy Brown's shown some flashes, there just aren't going to be enough minutes for Troy Brown to make an impact this season outside of a couple of injuries.